Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to sunny Dublin, eh? Who thought we'd be saying that in February? Well, I don't have to tell you, it's been a long time coming since there was another big show in Dublin, a big MMA show, and this one's going to be huge. I mean, there's no denying the talent in Ireland, and we've got pretty much everybody here on Saturday night. I don't have to guarantee it. I know it's going to be the best atmosphere you can imagine in a 3 Arena Saturday night. And of course, for the first time, we'll be on TV on Sky Sports at 9 p.m. So lots to look forward to. The top of the card, the main card, is amazing. We've got James coming back on a bit of a fairy tale. He's been fighting in Ireland and then, of course, been on his little adventure around America, fighting in the likes of Madison Square Gardens, coming back to top the card at the 3 Arena. Fantastic story, and I'm looking forward to that. And I've got to see the classic grudge match there between Quilly and Price. I think that'll be a great fight. And Richie's his usual relaxed self there, bringing a little bit of intensity into the fight with Obi-Wan. That'll look to it. And of course, and obviously, so it's and then Richie and Adam. I mean, I've saw Richie fighting against Richard McKee last time. In fact, classic fight in the 3 Arena. So really looking forward to that. And then right through the card, we've got amazing fights. Leah McCord, she's coming back. I've seen her since she was an amateur. That's a great story. And then some international stars, Olga Rubin, great fight in Tel Aviv. So looking forward to that, and should be a good one. Any questions?
Dave, yeah, how close are we to the arena being sold out? There's obviously been, I think there's, as last time I checked, there's only a few hundred tickets left. So are we close to full capacity?
We absolutely are. I think I'm very confident we'll be sold out on Saturday night.
Also, obviously, with Sky Sports here in Dublin, how much of a pivotal moment is that for the promotion in terms of going forward? Obviously, you're going to look to get the deal outside of a year. So every fight card basically you're broadcasting on Sky, you're going to be expecting fireworks.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have to tell you, we've been dying to get a really good deal, especially the Irish public haven't seen live MMA in the way we wanted it for a long time. The Sky Sports deal is massive for, European MMA, and obviously for Bellator. It's a huge endorsement for Bellator brand that we've made it through the doors of Sky Sports. I think to see MMA and Bellator on Sky Sports News is a major thing, and I'd say to everybody out there, yeah, if you want to see it, if you're not in the arena, tune in to Sky Sports, because it's going to be a good card, and hopefully we'll see lots of that throughout the year. You can get all the American fights, all the American events on available on Sky Sports, and of course this one in the right time zone on Saturday night.
Dave, how likely is it that we will see Bellator come back here for the European series? And how long between this event and the next event do you expect that to be?
Well, of course, this one was pretty much in the schedule before the European series got announced. So this is essentially, obviously Bellator 217. It's a Paramount show in the US. It's on Sky Sports here, but there's no doubt at all that Dublin will feature on the European series. It goes without saying. We've got to keep these fighters busy anyway. I mean, so I think you'll see us more than once a year here for sure.
Obviously, the deal has come together relatively quick over the last number of weeks. In terms of broadcasting and production, are you guys going to put together any original programming, like embedded, something like that? Obviously, the UFC do things like that on Sky Sports.
Well, the guys do an amazing job of that sort of programming in America. Of course, it's very early days with Sky Sports. I think the more we go along and the more they see that, we'll see a lot more shoulder programming to support the event.
The UFC have an event this weekend in Prague, and obviously this event is going down in Dublin, but do you feel like this has a way bigger presence in the UK and Ireland, this event, rather than the Eastern European event in Prague?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, there is other promotions available and on Saturday night, but I think, you just have to look at the card and see the local investment to know how important this is. I mean, I think both from an Irish and European perspective, it's a massive event on Friday, on Saturday night, and, I'm not scared of the viewing figures, put it that way.
In terms of the figures, gone outside the year with Sky, obviously it's very, very important to get as high viewing figures as possible. Does that very much rely on the extension outside of the year with the deal?
Not at all. I don't think it's just totally predicated on numbers. I mean, obviously you want to do that, but we know we've got a good, exciting product. Everybody around here who knows MMA knows MMA is a fantastic sport. I think the Bellator product is amazing. It's very entertaining. So I'm confident that the viewers will come and see that. We'll sit down with the guys towards the end of the year and look at how it's gone, and hopefully we'll be extending it into the future.
You confident of returning to Ireland on a regular basis after Saturday night? Presuming Saturday night goes very well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no, I think Bellator's made a massive investment in Europe, but Ireland's a key factor in that. It's a key market in Europe. I think, ticket sales for Saturday night tell you everything. I think we've got that plus the TV, and we've got a load of Irish fighters on the roster, so we'll definitely be back.
With James on this card, obviously this is his first main event with Bellator. He's been saying for a long time, when a TV deal comes along where everybody can watch me live in this part of the world, he'll become a superstar. Do you believe he has that potential? Does he have that X factor that could see him become a superstar in this sport?
I actually do. I think, anyone who knows James, he's that classic sort of animal in the cage and then a smiler outside. He's a great personality and, crucially, a great fighter. I mean, I've obviously had him on since he was a young guy, and he's still a young guy. He's sort of growing into the role, and he's very, very likable and very watchable. And I think, just seeing how he's doing in the States, he's sort of mopped up a huge amount of support and fans in the US, which is important. And I think he's got a huge, really exciting future in MMA and with Bellator.
Does it impress you that he's able to shoulder this pressure and go into a main event on the back of his first professional loss? Like, not a lot of people would want to do that, right?
Absolutely. I mean, he impresses me all the time. I think he's just, he's got that glamour showbiz side that we all need when you're promoting a fight. But he's also, you genuinely got a level head on his shoulders, and he's really confident in what he does, and rightly so. So, I'm very impressed with the way he's handled himself.
Hi, David. One consistent comment in Irish MMA media is, why isn't Redzer on the main card?
Well, a lot of factors come into this. I think, you could look down that card and look at a lot of fighters in there that, you could argue could
ex-UFC fighters?
Well, obviously not that as well, but it's not all about that. And it's about the matchups as well. Yeah. I think, it's hard to say. The other way of looking at it is look at the 4 fights that are on the main. That's another way around looking at it. I think, Reds is a great fighter. I've known him for years as well. He's a great guy. He'll bring a bit of fight, and I'm sure we'll see him on the main card soon.
I presume, though, Bellator Europe have noted this. Yes?
Sorry?
They've noted this quiet about Redzer not being on the main.
Yeah, of course. We look at all the sort of feedback, and we can see people want it there. People want other people up on the main card as well. There's a lot of interest around someone like Liam. Of course, she's doing really well as well in terms of local appeal and people getting really behind her story. So it's a mix of why they come up through the card, and I'm pretty happy with that main card, and we'll see Reds.
Oh, absolutely, it's going to be amazing. I mean, we're all looking forward to the Poultry Arena for sure, everybody, and I think there's some fantastic fights there. So well done.
Thank you. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it, man.